Hi everybody, I'm Lacy Plumbo. I'm a second grade teacher at Neff Elementary in the Manheim Township School District. I graduated from Penn State in 2009 and I currently live in Manheim Township with my husband Brian and our son Liam. A little bit about my past experiences. I taught in Virginia for 7 years and I had the privilege of teaching in a focus school for children's engineering while integrating STEM. And then when we moved to Pennsylvania, I taught fourth grade at Solanco, and now I've been teaching second grade in Manheim Township. So a lot of things I like to do is just spend time with my family, and a favorite cartoon is Tom and Jerry. So with my operational definition of STEM, my initial definition of STEM was centered around students creating something with a main focus on engineering. And I think that started with working at a school with an engineering focus, which integrated STEM, but had a very strong engineering. Every project we did while I was working at the school, we were always creating something. I had to have a moving part. We were using recycled materials to create solutions for different problems. But after my more experience and professional development that I've had recently, I've adjusted my definition a bit. Instead of just worrying about the building or the physical creation, I would now define STEM as a way of enhancing education by crossing the multiple subjects into one lesson with a final product that solves a real world problem. I was feeling really good after reading the chapter, and Vasquez was saying how STEM is that interdisciplinary approach to learning that removes those traditional barriers that we used to think about as separating the disciplines into, okay, I'm going to learn math now and I'm going to learn science now, where you're rather integrating all of them together and creating that real world problem solving, that's meeting the needs of the 21st century learner. So recently in my classroom, we just did a STEM activity. We did an engineering by design lesson that was given to us through the IU. And we were looking at fossil fuels and our carbon footprint. So we started by doing some research, giving the students a problem. And then we started with researching, and then we were investigating what resources are used in the construction of buildings and preparation of foods and transportation. And then they had to design objects that were built from recycled materials. And we even took old newspapers and we broke them down and we were blending them and creating new paper that then we created rulers that then the students had to package and, kind of prepare that as if they were going to sell them. We also made a containment mat where students had to try to catch oil from spilling, and we researched why it's a problem and came up with some different solutions as to how we could contain or catch oil spills. And then throughout the unit, they were constantly writing and recording, and we were measuring the mass of objects and just kind of digging deeper into fossil fuels and our carbon footprint. So then I started to think about how can I, going through the activity analysis and, how does it measure up with Vasquez's table? And, I feel like the lesson did a great job with asking questions, and there was a problem given to them. With the develop and use a model, I do feel like it was kind of, this is what we're doing. It wasn't open-ended. They did have some freedom in what it was going to look like or what they were going to do, but it was more of structured. And then the one big thing takeaway was the whole technology piece, and how in the reading it talked about that technology is a product of process and systems, not necessarily something with a power cord. And I feel like this is something that's difficult for my students even now, and even me sometimes, where I don't think about it that way, but it's kind of keeping that open mind of what is truly technology and how it enhances our learning. Why is STEM education important? It's a better process of learning for our students. It prepares them. It's engaging. It's fun. And some goals: find ways to better integrate STEM, develop more rigorous STEM challenges, and work towards my master's degree in STEM. Have a great day, and I can't wait to meet everybody and learn a little bit more about us, more about each other.